One day, Thomas and Percy were at the Sedge with their car friends. And once more, Percy wanted to speak up and say something. Thomas, said Percy, why are we in the shed all day when there's so much else to do? Thomas was confused. Percy was just being himself again. Percy, we're in the sheds because today is our day off, which we shall all be spending without talking, said one of the cars. Be quiet, burst out Percy and Thomas. Miss, they were cross with those cars, and said so. We're cross with you cars. Can't you cars ever learn some respect for once? We can if we weren't being told by a grand caterpillar and a red big giant blue sausage. Thomas and Percy were so cross, they didn't even want to stay in that shed anymore with those cars. And with that, Thomas and Percy left. Come on, Percy. Couple up behind me, said Thomas. So Percy got on the turntable and spun around and then was coupled to Thomas. And then they were on their way. At least finally we won't have to listen to those steamies again, the car said. Thomas and Percy were traveling at high speeds. They didn't want to stop until they were through with those cars. I sure hope when we go back to the sheds tomorrow those cars will be less mean and more nicer, said Thomas. Me too, replied Percy. But they had to stop because there was a red signal. Thomas, why have we stopped? There's a red signal, Percy. We have to stop at signals. Oh, said Percy. But in the distance... What was that? Said Percy. I don't know. It sounded like an engine, said Thomas. What should we do, Thomas? Is the signal green yet? Said Percy. No, it's still red. But then the signal did change. Let's go, Thomas. The signal's green. Okay, said Thomas, and with that, they bolted away. I don't know what that was, Percy. Do you? I don't know, Thomas, but whatever it was, I'm spooked. And with that, the pair of engines left in a hurry. When Thomas and Percy reached their shed, Thomas was starting to get a little bit confused. Why did we hear that strange sound? Said Thomas. I don't know, replied Percy, but that was the most scary sound I've heard on the whole of Sodor. But they heard it again. That sound. Oh no, said Thomas. It's the ghost train, said Percy. What do we do? Replied Thomas. I don't know, said Percy, but we have to think of something to do. They heard the chuffing noise get closer and closer until... It stopped, said Thomas. What do we do, Thomas? Said Percy. Maybe we should just go to sleep and forget that none of this happened. Okay, Thomas. And with that, the pair of engines went to sleep.